Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Today we're reacting to Ren, his new release of the acoustic version of Troubles. It's not the first acoustic version he's done of his other, songs. We've seen Murder, Genesis, Animal Flow on the back of the bus. And seeing the car here, I don't know if he's going to be playing inside a car while they're driving around. That would be pretty cool if he does. So let's go ahead and give it a listen and see if indeed that's what he does. And it's kind of a car version of Animal Flow, but they don't have to worry about the bus driver stopping and making camera people fall over and stuff this time. So let's see. That's beautiful. I want to hear that again. It's amazing he can do that sitting in the back of a car, make it sound like this studio quality level.
Oh, Lordy, now trouble's so high. Oh, Lordy, now trouble's so high. And don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. I don't reach into the past very much for these shards of shattered glass and harsh paper cuts. Leave me stuck when I reach it. Memories are seeped in hydrochloric acid. I go to war and get passive and freeze up. Music helped the ice to thaw. Put the chisel in the middle, swing the hammer of Thor. Pull it out of the impossible, Excalibur sword. Etching notepads for the reasons why my feelings are sore. The first day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. 19, young teen, waking up bitten. Posters up, manhunt, Ren went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen.
This kind of almost reggae feel reminds me of the Acoustic Murderer version. Not exactly the same, but I'm not even sure I would call this reggae necessarily, but it's got that feel for me.
Ren went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen. The first hit maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted, persistent little bugger. I was bouncing from a doctor to a doctor to a doctor, like a table tennis game that has no end. So be the fate of Ren. Every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year I came to terms with giving up my dreams. Mine severed from the means that helped me write these rhyme schemes. Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting. And the third year was mud.
That line about being separate, your brain being separated from the means to write the rhyme schemes, I think I missed that the first time I reacted to the song. And every time I hear it now, it just seems like such a incredible way to talk about just the devastation that was happening.
Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting. And the third year was murder, living in a purgatory full of worry, wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurt me, always in my bed. Tomb rearranged the alphabet, all the letters spelled doom. Light hurt my eyes, popping pills to survive. When you're 23 and mentally you steadily decline. 24, I was poor, disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant. 25, the scars that were etched, they crack. Elastic bands only stretch so far and then snap deep in psychosis. Hallucinations, trouble vision, visits from the underworld, but conjuring my superstition. 25, living back at home with my mum, but not because I'm a bum, alone and physically done. So thin, so frail, so weak I'd become, and my skin so pale, never kissed by the sun. One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust, you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts. 26, I'm highly medicated, and the pain sophisticated, while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I brought my microphone into my coffin, started dropping raw thoughts with a grim reaper knocking on the trap. But then, man, lo and behold, I saw this angel beckon on the treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with the generous glow, and the cell transplant brought me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger, and my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed.
I love the way how the he's the whole time the music, like it's, I think, I don't know if it's the same chord progression over and over again, but it's pretty similar. But he's obviously doing a lot of like different finger picking styles to just express things differently, and the way that this is built up with the, you know, the positive turn. I'm just really loving what he's doing here.
With a grim reaper knocking on the trap. But then, man, lo and behold, I saw this angel beckon on the treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with the generous glow, and the cell transplant brought me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger, and my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you, the pain that I live through, everything I've been through is yours to hold. Oh Lord, you know, trouble so high. Oh Lord, you know, trouble so high. And though nobody knows my troubles but God, though nobody knows my troubles but God.
Yeah, there it is. I don't know the name of that tower. I remember when I first watched the Fred Again mashup, and you could see it in the background out his window in Calgary. And I remember making a comment that it reminded me of the CN Tower in Toronto, which a different reactor then actually noticed the same thing and pointed out that the tower in Calgary is actually, I think, a replica of the one in Toronto. I'm not sure if it's like the same height or if it's exactly the same or whatever. And I didn't realize that, I think I even said in the video, like, I don't know what the CN stands for. And it stands for Canadian National, which is one of the, I think, the two major railroads in Canada. And I actually ended up, oddly, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe it was a month ago now, having to go to Montreal to the Canadian National headquarters. So by then I actually knew what it meant. Not relevant to the song necessarily, but the fact that they ended on the tower confirmed that it was actually in Calgary. And you know me, I go down these rabbit holes when I watch these things. You know, it's just how it goes. I didn't want to talk about the song content very much. We've already done that in the original release of Troubles. But I really enjoyed this acoustic version. Part of my brain the whole time was just impressed that he could do it while driving in a car that was clearly stopping and starting and turning and things. Presumably they were going slow enough that it wasn't like he was slamming on the brakes or something. But still, you know, I have a hard enough time like reading in a car or something, nevertheless, trying to play guitar. So part of my brain was there. Part of it was, of course, just reliving the lyrics and things. The story itself. I haven't finished the chapters yet. I think I've got 6 of them recorded. I have 7 of them. I only have 1 more to go. 7 was the big kind of positive turnaround. So yeah, 1 more to go on that one. And but obviously this song in general kind of encapsulates all of the chapters and the story of everything. And so yeah, part of it's there, and then part of me is like the musician part is paying attention to the finger picking patterns that he's doing. Is the chord progression the same the whole time? How different is it? And it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with the different finger picking patterns and where he is on the fretboard if is similar. Obviously there were some changes, especially near the end, but really a great version overall. Like I'm gonna have to go back and just rewatch this a whole mess of times, like I had to do with all those other acoustic versions, and just enjoy it. sometimes I think I might miss out a little bit watching these things and reacting because I'm having to think instead of just feel. Um, but at the same time, I've always said that my first listens to songs usually have nothing to do with how much I end up liking those songs. Sometimes there'll be a song that blows me away right from the get go, but usually the songs that end up being my favorites are not necessarily songs that I actually like, that just grabbed onto me the first time I heard them. Sometimes that happens. High Ren was one of those songs, for instance. But other songs of his, like Genesis, for instance, like the first time I saw it, I was like, "Yeah, that's a cool tune." It didn't really hit me. Now it's like one of my absolute favorite songs of all time. Um, anyway, uh, I think that's about it. Cool song. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Appreciate everybody watching. I'll have the original link to this video in the description, as well as all of other Ren's socials and things. Make sure you go and check him out if you're not familiar with him. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff to show him the love that he so much deserves. And I will see everybody again on the next one. Take care. Bye.